Imagine logging into your Google AdWords account on a random morning and seeing your entire monthly budget gone, not because your campaigns performed well, but because someone you have never met added a completely different landing page, launched their own ads, and drained your payment method while you were asleep. This is not a rare horror story anymore. Google AdWords account get hacked and hijacked every single day, and in this video I am going to break down exactly why it happens, what hackers actually do once they are inside, and the real practical steps that you can take for Google AdWords account security and the account recovery, including whether Google gives you the same domain level protection the Meta does. Hi everyone, my name is Amy and this is Softtrix. We have been providing digital marketing services globally for 17 years, and Google AdWords security has become one of our most urgent conversations we are having with the clients this year, because the scale of these attacks has genuinely picked up. So let's start how a Google AdWords actually gets hacked, because it's really some dramatic technical break. It is in almost every case we have seen. It starts with Google Ads phishing, a phishing email disguised as a Google notification, a fake "your account has a policy violation" message, or a malicious ad that itself shows up when someone searches for Google Ads login or Google Ads support. Yes, the hackers run their own fake Google AdWords support campaigns to bait the other advertisers into clicking a fake login page. Someone on the account clicks it, enters their credentials without noticing anything wrong, and just like that, the attacker has a working login. Once they are in, the pattern behind a Google AdWords account takeover is almost always the same, and it moves fast. Sometimes in under 10 minutes, the hacker adds themselves as a user, often with the admin level access. Then they quietly remove the original account owner's access, locking the real business out of their own account. A full Google AdWords account hijacked scenario. From there, they create the new campaigns, point them out at their own landing pages, sometimes selling counterfeit goods, sometimes running scams, and crank the daily budget as high as the account will allow. So every dollar spent comes straight out of the original payment method on file, because to Google billing system, this looks like a normal authorized campaign running inside a normal authorized account. This is exactly how a Google AdWords account gets suspended or a budget gets drained overnight. And it's the moment most advertisers start searching, who hacked my Google AdWords account? So now here is the question a lot of the advertisers are asking, especially anyone who is also running the Meta ads. The Meta lets you verify domain authority as a business manager level, so that only approved people can make the changes tied to the domain. Does Google AdWords have anything similar? The honest answer is not exactly the same thing, but there are comparable protections, and they matter just as much as once you understand how to use them. This is the real answer to, does Google Ads have domain name verification like Meta? Google's version of this control is called allowed domains, and it lives inside your account's access and security settings. Specifically under the security tab, what it does is restrict which email domains can even allow to be invited into your account. So if your business runs on yourcompany.com, you can set that up as the only allowed domain, and any invitation sent to a Gmail address or an unrelated company's domain gets blocked automatically. Even if someone with the existing access tries to send that invite, This is different from the Meta's domain verification, which is about proving ownership of the domain itself and controlling who can edit the assets tied to it. Google AdWords allows domains is about controlling who can even get a foot into your door of your account in the first place. It's not a perfect one-to-one match, but used correctly, it closes off one of the most common entry point hackers rely on, inviting themselves in and convincing an existing user to approve a malicious invite. Beyond allowed domains, Google has been rolling out several other layers of Google AdWords security worth noting about. Multi-party approval is one of the most important. It requires a second account administrator to sign off before the sensitive changes go through, so a single compromised login is not enough on its own to add the users, change billing, or launch new campaigns. Google also runs a security agent inside your account that watches you for the activity that deviates from the normal pattern. Sudden budget increases, unfamiliar landing pages, new users appearing overnight, and flags it before the damage compounds. And as of this year, two-step verification is now required for anyone generating the new API access tokens, which closes off a technical backdoor that used to let the attackers bypass login screens entirely through the automated tools. Google has also added a summary tab inside the access and security that shows you at a glance which of these protections you have actually turned on: pass keys, domain reviews, user review versus what's still sitting unconfigured. It's worth checking, but don't mistake a completed checklist for an individual guarantee of safety. It's a starting point, not a finish line. Here is your Google AdWords security checklist. What you should actually do starting today to protect your account: turn on the two-step verification for every single user with access, not just the owner. Set up the allowed domains to invitations from outside your company are blocked by default. Turn on multi-party approval so no single compromised login can make sweeping changes alone. Regularly audit exactly who has the access to your account and remove anyone who does not need it anymore. The fewer hands in the account, the smaller your risk surface. Secure the actual email address tied to your Google AdWords account, since that inbox is the master key to everything else. And check your billing and campaign activity often enough that you would notice a strange landing page or a budget spike within the hours and not in the weeks. The uncomfortable truth is that even the well-managed accounts get targeted by unauthorized access attempts. This is not about carelessness, it's about the attackers getting more organized, but the businesses that recover fastest and lose the least money are always the one that had these Google AdWords account security protections in place before the attack happened, not after. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more practical Google Ads tutorials. And if you want us to run a full security audit on your PPC account, reach out to us at Softtrix. We are happy to take a look.